Hello and welcome from Catania. So just sitting here in my Airbnb, beautiful view behind us of Mount Etna, which was amazing, erupted in front of us the other night. Absolutely friggin' amazing. Best thing I'd seen, in bloody ages. I mean, I've never seen a volcano erupt and lava just just flow out like it did. So anyway, back to Create, Don't Spectate. We're going to be talking again today. No fancy video, no gadgets or anything like that. Talking about how humans' attention span has decreased over the years. It's merely a matter of seconds these days. So if you've switched the video off by now, I completely understand. You don't need to hear me yabbering on. I don't have any videos or flashy gimmicks to keep you entertained. So if you want to switch off, I completely understand. That is pretty much the norm these days. There's a few seconds, give or take, kill camera. So we're talking today about sort of business life, but first and foremost, what drives everything you do every day? One word: emotions. Emotions, everything. The way you're feeling drives what you do every single day in your life. Think about it. Think for a minute now. Think what is behind what you do every day in your life. Why do you get up and work your butt off every day? Emotions. What's tied to the emotion of getting up and working every day? Security. Excitement by what it can bring and the rewards that it delivers, of course. So getting back to that, everybody these days is just fixated on normal. What's normal? And anytime you sort of step out of what's normal or the norm, people sort of start to wonder, am I doing the right thing? Is this the right thing? This is not the prescribed way, so is it the right way? Well, the real answer to that is, what's normal? Your normal, my normal, the guy down the road's normal. It's all different. It's all relative to you. You create your normal. There is no normal. I mean, think about it. I mean, everybody sees the world from their perspective. And, their opinion is the way they have lived through their experiences and their life and everything that's brought them to where they are today. They see the world through their perspective. So the way you see it through your perspective will always be slightly different. And the fact of the matter is, people will agree or they'll disagree. End of story. But how you choose to live in your reality is the most important thing. Do what makes you happy. Do what gives you energy. Do what creates those emotions that give you the drive to get up out there every day and make the best go of it. Honestly, this is not a dress rehearsal. This is your life. Get out and do it. I mean, think about it. Who knows how long you're going to have? 80 years, 90 years, 100 years, whatever. If you're doing something every day that's mundane and boring and you can't actually see what you're doing it for, what's your drive, what's your emotion, what's your passion, why are you doing it? Who are you doing it for? Are you doing it for you or are you doing it for someone else? Think about it. A lot of people don't actually sit down and take the time to think about these things. Sit down, write it down on paper. What am I doing today? How does it make me feel? List it out. If the answer is, I can't see any purpose to doing this, while you actually sit down and write it down and have a really clear think about it, what are you doing in the first place for? Honestly, what's your purpose? What are you doing? So I sit down and write this every day, or at least once a week. Life gets busy as it always does. Just fantastic, just getting out there and doing it. There's some key areas in your life. Number one's always family. Then you've got your health. Health and family very, very close. Then you've got obviously your business, your finance, your entrepreneurship. Then you've got your hobbies, your things that you love. And no matter who you are, that order is generally, you think your health and your family are first. Without them, you have nothing really. And then you sort of work back from that. So write down in each area of your life why you do what you do. For example, you've got a job, you get up and you work every day. What are you doing it for? What's the end picture? What's the end result? I'm doing it because I want to eventually retire to a beach, or I want to provide a service to the people, the customers I'm dealing with, and help and improve their lives in some way. So there's always a purpose to what we're doing. So for example, in my business is travel. So our key message is obviously, I get up out of bed every day to create our brands in New Zealand and Australia, to provide meaningful experiences and actually look at those testimonials on the website, for example, and know that you've made a difference in someone's life that they're going to remember forever. And the more passion you put behind it and the longer you do it for, the more you're going to get out of it, the more people you're going to serve, and the happier people are going to become. The word spreads, and what you provide just multiplies. That's my purpose for our businesses, is getting out there, creating a brand that everybody will remember that has ever used our product or service, and having it multiplied. So obviously the side reaction to that is, then you've also got your staff that you're providing fantastic jobs to that love doing what they do. You've got all your suppliers that deal with you, your smiley customers' faces every day. They're providing a service. You're effectively affecting them in a positive way as well. So at the end of the day the question is, do what you love, but the key point is to find a way to do it, to serve others in a way that makes them get a huge amount out of it too. That's the key, is find something you love that absolutely drives you. Forget what the norm is. There is no norm. Norm is what you make it. Your norm is different to someone else's norm. There is no norm. It's just made up. It's made up. It's just a fantasy. There is no norm. So do what drives you, and do what drives your personality, to enable you to make choices, to enable you to serve others with greater multiplication, serve others on a bigger scale. That's really, what it's all about. And once again, opinion. It's just an opinion, so everybody's opinions will differ, but this is all part of the Create Don't Spectate channel. Is all about getting out and creating your own reality. So the key takeaway today is emotions, helping others, serving more people to create more results and bring you more results, and doing what you love and forgetting what the norm is, because there is no norm. Anyway, let's call it a day now, and wherever you are in the world, just ciao, buongiorno. Trying to learn a little bit of Italian here, which is always a bit of a laugh. In Sicily, not many people speak English, so it's always be one to tick, sort of add to the list, speak a few words of Italian, fail again and again and again, and eventually get it right, and have a good laugh over a few vinos. And so just remember, create, don't spectate, and until the next time, see you guys. Ciao.